Well, it is October 25th, and I came into a spot that I haven't hunted this year yet. It's kind of a cool spot. There ain't much to it, but I wouldn't consider it a draw, but it's kind of a thin timber patch that runs east and west, and the further east you get, it gets a little thicker. And I've always had permission to hunt this, and we gun hunt it, but it's hard to bow hunt because there's so much CRP and all these bucks bed in this CRP. But I ran cameras out here and got a couple nice deer on here. One in particular, he's a mainframe 11 pointer. He looks pretty mature, so I actually used to bow hunt this back in high school, and I still have a ladder stand set and the straps. I just had to replace the straps and everything on it, so we're good to go. But my camera is about, I'd say 40 yards east of me, and there's kind of a four-wheeler tractor path that the deer run down along this timber line, and we've got all the CRP to the north, so I should be able to see these bucks get up and walk around. It is fairly tall, but I should be able to see any decent sized deer anyway, so I'm hoping these bucks will do what they showed in those cameras. And I've got standing corn to the south of me. I do think some bucks are bedding in there. The standing corn's kind of putting a dampener on our hunting, because a lot of the mature bucks are bedding in there. But from pictures of that 11 pointer in the mornings, he was coming from the south, so I think he was bedding in that standing corn and going north to these and bedding in the CRP, so I'm hoping to catch him back on his way to his bed. Other than that, I'm going to sit here and enjoy the first sit on this property of the year. Probably do a little rattling. I've been hearing and seeing some bucks chasing, so maybe we can't get one to come in the range. They're going to have to come right down this alley to get a shot, because I didn't do much trimming, but nonetheless, I'm going to sit tight and see what this evening hunt brings on. A little back. just shot that big 11 pointer. What happened was, is I seen him earlier and I tried to get some freehand footage of him, and it's probably kind of shaky, but he was with another buck, and his other buck came behind me, and I was just waiting, I was praying. I was saying, man, I hope he comes down this trail, because on that trail camera I have over there, at like 6:40, he was on it. And like I said in my interview earlier, I think he was bedding out there in the afternoons and coming back and bedding in his other bed during the night. And he did exactly that. I shot him at like, I don't know, 15 yards. The only thing I'm concerned about is my shot was a little back. Hello. I shot one. Yeah. That big 11 pointer. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's way bigger than I thought. I seen the one I shot earlier, and I thought it was a different deer because he was facing away. I was like, dude, that deer's way bigger than that 11 pointer we have on camera. And then he was with another buck, a nice young 8-pointer, and the young 8-pointer ended up coming behind me, and I was like, okay, they were together. He's got to come, and like, I don't know, it was probably like a half hour later. I seen him coming down, and yeah, he gave me like a 15-yard shot, and I'll probably just get down and back out and wait for Coates. Well, as you can see, I'm back at the house. I came back to review this footage while I wait for Dylan and Dad to come out. Initially, I thought I shot way further back than I actually did. Looking at the video on a bigger screen, I didn't hit as far back as I thought, which is good. I think I probably got liver and hit the opposite side lung because he was quartering away. And kind of what I've noticed after I shot that buck, I got down and looked for blood, just for like not even 10 yards, and I found quite a bit of liver blood. And kind of what I've heard and noticed from previous deer I've shot that I've hit the liver, if there's a lot of liver blood, usually he won't go far. And actually I noticed that the deer bedded down on camera. I was too busy calling people, trying to figure out plans after and whatnot, so that's definitely my fault. But he did bed down on camera, so hopefully he stays in that first bed, and that's where we find him. But usually when you go back and have to review shots, they don't always go as they went tonight. As far as I hit the deer better than I thought, and I seen him bed down. So kind of those two coupled with I've got a ice cold Mountain Dew, I think we're gonna find this deer. So all right, well, we just got back out to the piece where I shot that buck. We reviewed the footage. It looks a little back and a little low, but he was quartering away a little bit, so I think we should be good. The spot's only about 200 yards, so we're going to go to the point of impact and kind of pick up blood. We wanted to wait a little longer, but as you can see, it kind of started sprinkling, so we're just going to work slow and kind of go based on blood. So hopefully we find him here soon. But I mean,
it's good blood.
See, look how much blood there is there. Here's your arrow. Is it in focus? Really no bubbles, but that's a lot of blood. I mean, I buried it. He got a full arrow. I don't think we'll have a problem finding him. He must have, I wonder if he stopped right here. Both sides. Again, both sides.
He's bleeding good there.
Oh, look at all that. I didn't, yep, I got lung.
Yeah, there's your lung blood.
There he is. Yep. Tank has a body, dude. Oh my god, look at his body.
Wow. deer.
Dude.
He's fat. He's old too.
Oh yeah. He wasn't really rutting up, man. Yeah, this is definitely the deer we got pictures of.
How thick his neck is.
Oh, I never do. Well, it's the day after I shot this buck. Like I kind of said in the interview, I kind of figured out where he was bedding, where I thought he was bedding, and he just read the script. He came and checked some scrapes and walked 15 yards. I could have made a better shot on him. It looks a lot worse in the video than it actually was. I'll show you, but I shot about 5 inches behind the shoulder blade and he was quartering away, so I hit his liver and single lunged him, and he only went like 200 yards. But just an overall a solid deer. Not the biggest deer we have pictures of, but you can't pass a deer like this. He's mature, his body was giant, but you know, I'm tickled with him, and hopefully some of the other guys can get some nice ones on the ground. They're definitely starting to move a little more. He wasn't quite rutted up, but he was definitely getting there, so it should be heating up here soon, and we appreciate you guys watching, and make sure to hunt safe out there.